Oh, Lord, the cloud.
Recording.
We are recording. Very good.
We're live. Hi, everybody.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. Thankfully, we've all met each other, I think. And we are just excited for y'all to be here. If y'all are on this call, then y'all are obviously a part of our team, and we're excited for y'all to start products and get going. Excuse me. We just wanted to gather together and give y'all some pointers, some tips for getting started, and tips to start well, things to expect, and also to be able to have some questions. So at the end, we can just ask questions. Y'all can also, as we go along, there's a little chat box, so you can just click chat and you can type your questions in there. We can get to those at the end. We would love to be able to help answer. But before we jump into it, I just wanted to kind of share a little bit about my story, what got me into Plexus, what even got me interested in health and wellness even to begin with. So I've been on the products for a little over 2 years now, and my story really started back in the fall of 2011. What got me even looking for anything to get well was because I got really sick. So back in the fall of 2011, I got really sick and was sick for several years with all kinds of different issues I had going on. Intense fatigue, bedridden, crawling through my house at times to get, to my kids' bedroom, brain fog, trouble with thought processing and thinking, body pain, felt like I had the flu all the time. It never went away. Insomnia, I couldn't sleep at night. If anybody woke me up at night, I'd be up for hours on end. Depression, all kinds of things. I went about medical treatments. I was on prescription meds and different things. Also went about a lot of natural stuff, natural treatments and detoxes and homeopathic remedies and diets and all kinds of things. And to get well, I discovered Plexus finally in the spring of 2015 and started noticing changes, I would say, by about 2 to 3 weeks in. Every week I'd get a little better and a little better until I can say now that I'm 100% symptom free. So I'm so thankful for that finding this missing link for my health. And then sharing with other people was just so totally natural for me because I had already developed relationships because my health journey with so many other people who were suffering and struggling. And so it was just totally natural for me to want to share my success and want to share what had helped me in an attempt to want to help other people. And so it's been such a rewarding, beneficial thing to be able to share that with other people and see friends and family members who are receiving all kinds of blessings and health improvements. So it's been wonderful. So I'm needless to say, a Plexus lifer. I totally believe in the products and what they can do in one's body. So with that, I'm going to pass it off to Jennifer. And Jennifer is just going to share with us her story and some tips for getting started.
Okay. Hey, sorry. I thought you were taking longer than that, so I'm not on my ball game over here. Okay.
Oh, that's okay. I'm going to jump in after you.
Okay. Yeah, like Katie said, I'm Jennifer. I'm a wife and a homeschooling mom to 5 here in Murfreesboro. And a few years ago, I had a debilitating bout of mono that left me wiped out even after I got over the mono. I just couldn't bounce back. A lot of my symptoms were similar to Katie's. I was just constantly tired, but I couldn't sleep well. I couldn't stay asleep. I didn't have any energy. My usual sort of zest for life was gone. I had brain fog. I couldn't remember things or keep up with things. I had dull headaches. I had a bunch of crazy hormonal stuff going on. I was sometimes starving hungry and sometimes had no appetite. And despite the fact that we're CrossFitters and we eat relatively clean and all of that, I just, my metabolism was slowing down and I was gaining weight. But I hardly really even cared about any of it. I think I was getting borderline depressed because I just didn't have the energy to even help myself really. And I did see a doctor, of course, and a naturopath. I tried lots and lots of, expensive supplements and oils and lots of the same things that Katie did and that a lot of us do, detoxes and fasts and all of that. And then on top of that, I had people and even a couple of doctors like, well, you're menopausal, you're aging, you're going to slow down, some of this is just kind of normal. And after a very long time of it, I started to think maybe this is a little bit of the new normal, except that I couldn't believe that I was supposed to be feeling that way. So it was really affecting me and my family and my kids and my husband, just our whole lifestyle. And some issues that the rest of my family were going through were, two of my kids had pretty bad acne. Several of my kids had eczema. Couple of my husband and a couple of kids had some digestive stuff, like IBS type symptoms, digestive stuff going on. So when Becky started posting about Plexus, I kind of thought it would be another thing that we would try and just get our money back if it didn't work. But it did work. So I'm here. That's why I'm here today. It worked really for all of us eventually. I think Plexus just does things right by getting all of the right combinations of all the right things. And that's why it works. I meant to set my thing over here. I'm sorry. Hang on. But I want to, before I talk any more about how I was helped by it, I want to talk a little bit about expectations when you're going to start on Plexus, or maybe you've already started and you're trying to see how it's working for you. Because we have to make sure that our expectations are realistic when we start something new, whether it's a prescription or a nutrition plan or an exercise plan. We just have to make sure that we're relaxed and we're letting our bodies heal and work. We need to have the expectation that it's going to take time. And that's the same is true of Plexus. You don't take it today and you're fixed tomorrow. It's not magic. You didn't get sick in a day. You're not going to get well in a day. Just, we all wish it worked like that. It just doesn't work like that. Now, if you have blood sugar issues, those are more quickly fixed. You might feel your energy coming back quickly. Your cravings might calm right down. Your headache might go away. I mean, I've had kind of a blood sugar headache, and I've had my Slim, and the headache is gone. So blood sugar things are more, they're a little easier to deal with. There's more, the results are quicker. Things like gut health just take longer. If you have candida overgrowth, like I did, like Katie did, like most people do, that's got to be dealt with. That's going to take a minute to detox that, to straighten that out. It takes about 6 weeks to 6 months to heal your gut and replenish all the good bacteria in it. And for me, it wasn't an overnight, or even a week or two like some people experience on Plexus. It was slow and steady and gradual, so gradual that I almost didn't even notice it at first. And I was about to not reorder. And my husband just sort of flippantly said, "Man, you have really come out of the fog lately." And I thought, oh, yeah, you're right. I have been sleeping better and I have had energy. It's like I had been so busy feeling better that I hadn't really noticed that I was feeling better. Sometimes you don't notice the absence of something bad. So, I'd had great energy all day, sort of sustaining energy. I was sleeping better at night. I just felt better. I just felt happier. I just felt kind of brighter. So, maybe you want to lose weight, or maybe you have eczema or a skin issue or something that you want to clear up. That's just not going to happen overnight. There are things that are going on in your body that have to correct and heal before your body is going to start, replenishing all of that good bacteria, before your body's going to start dropping that weight. Your metabolism has to get boosted. Before you notice a difference in your skin condition, your gut has to heal, and the candida has to be killed off, and your microbiome has to be fed. So there's some stuff that has to go on under the surface. And it takes time. So you need to expect that it'll take time and be okay with it doing its good work. It's not that it's not working. It's not that it's going too slow. It's like a scab forming. It takes time. It's got to take time. It's got to heal. That doesn't mean you're not going to notice results. If there are certain things that you want immediately, just look at the whole picture. Say, okay, right now I want to lose weight, but what I'm seeing that I'm sleeping better. I'm seeing that I have more energy. I'm seeing that I feel like eating things that are better for me and not so much junk. I feel like I don't want to snack at night. So maybe the scale's not moving yet, but you're seeing other things, and those things are indicative that something is happening, that, recognize those little victories and attribute those to the fact that your body is working and that things are happening and that you're healing, and that you're getting there. It's a process. It's got to peel back all the layers of your health for you to get there. Another thing I want to say is to be consistent and to be smart about what you're doing. You have to be consistent with these products. It's just not kind of well, I took them today and I forgot tomorrow, and then the next day I took them, and then I went on vacation, I didn't take them, I forgot to even pack them, and you're not going to get the results you want to get with that. And that's true with any medicine. It's true with any supplement. It's true with any prescription, right? I mean, you can't go get a Z-Pack for your whatever you have and take one every few days and expect it to knock out what you have. That's just not going to work. You got to be consistent, and it's easy to be consistent. This is just little stuff you take. It's not a big, supplement program. The other thing is to drink your water, to be reasonable with what you're doing. Are you drinking your water? Are you moving? Are you trying to eat right? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you just being smart with it? Plexus is scientifically proven to work, and the results are phenomenal, but you've got to work with it. It's not going to smack a donut out of your hand. It's not going to, negate a cheeseburger and fries that you, something popped up. Sorry. So, as you use it, you'll begin to crave healthier foods. You'll feel like moving, you'll feel like doing some stuff, but you'll have results that propel you to make better decisions. But you've got to, you have to work too. You know what I mean? And stay in touch with your sponsor. Stay in touch with that person, communicate with them. If you're having an issue, if you have a question, if you're like, I don't know about this, call them, let them call us, let us talk you through it. That's why we're here. We want you to have your best success. But if you've sort of gone dark, we don't even know the questions to ask you. We don't even know how to help if you've gone dark and we're not hearing from you. Okay. One last thing, water. We really can't overstate the importance of getting enough water. Most people live chronically dehydrated. I know I drank water, but I also drank a lot of coffee. I made sure to get my coffee in every day. And I probably wasn't drinking enough water. So if you're dehydrated, you're going to have a hard time going through any kind of detox. And 30 to 40% of people will go through some kind of detox, have some sort of candida die-off symptoms when they start on Plexus. And so that might look like a little bit of digestive upset, a little bit of a headache, or a slump in energy. And these are all the opposite of how you want to be feeling, right? But when you start to feel that way, when you feel an upswing in those symptoms, just look at it as a good thing, like your body's kind of going through a health crisis. And so just pound that water to push those, to flush that out. Because it's kind of a thing, it's disturbing that bacteria. It's getting that out of there. And you want something like your BioCleanse and your water is going to push that out. So we recommend half your body weight in ounces every day. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you would be, you would drink 50 ounces of water. And this will just help flush out the toxins, flush out the bad stuff, hydrate your cells. It'll also help you poop enough. You need to be pooping. Are you pooping once or twice a day? Get used to saying the word poop. And water will help that too. So water, it's not called waste for nothing. You need to get that waste out of you. And water is the way to do that.
Awesome. Very good. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for sharing. Those are great expectations, great tips and things to keep in mind. I just want to quickly highlight how to take your products. I'm going to start with our Triplex Combo and X Factor vitamins because those are the products that we encourage most everyone to start on. It's just the best combination for stabilizing blood sugar, healing your gut, detoxing your body, reducing inflammation, and helping with nutrient absorption. And if you are doing those 5 things in your body, you're going to see amazing results with your health, which is why we recommend those products to so many people. So our Triplex Combo, first we have our pink drink, our Slim, our pink drink. You're going to mix that in 12, 16 ounces of water, and you're going to mix it and drink it 30 minutes before a meal. I mix mine and drink mine 30 minutes before breakfast. Excuse me. You also want to drink it 30 minutes within mixing it. You don't want to sip on it all day long. You want to go ahead and get that dose, like a dose in you, so it can be doing the good things in your body. If you take thyroid medication, you're going to want to separate your Slim from your thyroid medication by about 3 hours. Most everyone loves the taste of our new pink drink. If for some reason you don't love it, there are ways to work around it. You can Just mix it in a small amount of water and you can drink it real quickly, almost like a tonic. Just get that good stuff inside of you. You can add lemon juice or lime juice to it to help flavor it. There are ways to work around it, but don't let the taste of it stop you. And you likely will just love it because most people do. So that is our pink drink. Oh, I will say we have an added prebiotic in our new Slim now, which we're so excited about. It's going to do wonderful things. It's actually a food to help feed the good microbes in your gut. So it's really good, great things. Because of that, though, I'm encouraging people, if you've never taken the Slim before, to just start with half a pack for your first 3 or 4 days and see how you do. And if you're doing well with just half a pack, go ahead and up to a full pack a day. That's something you can talk to your sponsor with, but that's just a kind of a general overview. Next is our ProBio 5, and our ProBio 5 we're going to take at bedtime because we want those enzymes to be doing good things in our gut as we sleep at night, helping with the yeast overgrowth. So you're going to start with just one of those at night. Because of our new Slim, I'm encouraging people to not start your probiotic until you've been on the full pack of Slim for a few days. Make sure you're doing well, and then go up to start one probiotic at bedtime. You eventually may work all the way up to 4 probiotics at bedtime. That's going to be between you and your sponsor, and y'all working together to find what it is that you need. But if you have intense sugar cravings, if you have autoimmune type issues, if you have a lot of gut issues, then you are likely going to need to work up to that amount over time and then work back down to just a maintenance dose of 2 with the ProBio 5. Our BioCleanse, you're going to take in between meals. So I take mine, I set an alarm on my phone and I take it about 10 o'clock and about 3 o'clock in between meals. You can also, if you're one, I also recommend some people just take it at bedtime. If you're one that's not going to remember to take it during the day, it's better to take it at bedtime than not take it at all. So take it at bedtime if during the day is not working for you. I encourage people to start with just 1 a day. You can work up to 6 of these a day if you need them. A lot of people take between 2 to 6 of these a day. I typically take 2 in the mid-morning and 2 in the mid-afternoon. This is really dependent upon, these products are individual, by the way. You need to be listening to your own body. You need to be working with your sponsor. But what we're looking for is the consistency of our stool. Honestly, we want to have, if you're constipated, then you may be, if you're only pooping every few days, you're probably going to work up to 6 of these a day. For a while. If your stool is, not hard, then you're maybe just going to be 2 a day. So it's individual. Trying to figure that out. That is a general outline of what we do. Next, we have our X Factor vitamins. So if you are on our X Factor vitamins, we love them. We think everybody needs to be on them. They're going to help you absorb your nutrients, not be out your nutrients. They're going to help you with energy and all kinds of wonderful things. Our X Factor Plus is our brand new one, which is we're really excited about. So if you are on our X Factor vitamins, you did not have to take these with food. You're taking 2 of these in the morning. But now if you start on our X Factor Plus, that's the new one. You need to be taking this with food. And so you're taking 2 of these in the morning with breakfast, our X Factor Plus. Next is our Vital Biome, and I know that some of y'all have started. This is our brand new probiotic. I know that some of y'all are starting on this, and this is without food in the morning time. And so, you take this before breakfast. So maybe you wake up and you take your Vital Biome, and then, a little bit later, you're going to be eating your breakfast. Mega X, if you're taking our Mega X, which is our omega supplement, which I also love and take daily, you're taking 2 of those at bedtime. Omegas do so many wonderful things for our heart and our brain. It also helps us relax. So we take it at bedtime with our ProBio 5, and you're going to sleep really well. If you happen to be taking our Accelerator or our Boost, you are going to be taking those. Well, first, let me say you're not going to be taking both of those at the same time. You either take one or you take the other. Don't take both of them. But you need to take these with food. And so I encourage people to start with just 1 a day. with food, with breakfast. And if you're doing well with that, you can go up to 2 a day at breakfast on those. Next is our block, and this is our carb blocker. And you're going to want to take this. You can take this once or twice a day before meals. You don't want to take it after a meal because it's going to fill up your tummy. It's going to expand in your tummy. And so if you've already eaten, that might not feel good. You want to take it before a meal. And finally, I just want to add in Edge, because Edge is one of my favorites. If y'all happen to be taking Edge, it is to help with your mood, with your energy, with your mental mood, clarity, focus, drive, all that wonderful stuff. I take it every day. It helps me greatly. If you are taking that, you want to take that with food, and you want to take one of those a day with breakfast, is when I take mine. You could take it at lunch as well, but take it with food. So that's a general overview of how to take our products, but I just recommend you to be in touch with your sponsor, and they want to work with you and find the regimen that works best for you. With that, I'm going to pass it over to Becky now. We can't hear you, Becky.
Unmute. Okay. All right. Hi, I'm Becky, and I just want to talk to y'all about silver, about going silver, what it means, and why we think it's important. So we are super passionate about helping each of you achieve the results that you want. You know, you bought these products hoping to achieve a certain result, and we want to make it our goal to help you achieve that goal and to be as successful as possible using the products. Like Katie and you both said, Plexus is not a quick fix type of thing. They're products that take time and it takes consistency in using them. So our goal is for you to be able to stay on the products as long as you want. You may be feeling maybe amazing after 6 months and you're like, okay, I'm feeling good. You might reach a point where maybe you or your spouse is like, okay, you're feeling good. How about we not spend money on these products anymore? You know, how about we get to that line in our budget? And so you think, okay, I'm going to go off, I'm going to save money. Well, eventually, you know, some things might return and you might want to get back on products. Our goal is for you all to just remain consistent and be on as long as you want to. And so we want to help you do that. We want to help remove any financial obstacle that might be in the way of you being able to do that. We want you to stay on products consistently without it being a line item in your budget. So Going Silver does that. Going Silver allows you to get your products paid for. It's the one reason I have been consistent for the past 2 years, because my stuff is paid for. And we want that for everyone. So consistency on products, feeling your best, not paying for it. We want all of that for everyone. And Going Silver will help you do that. So a little bit just about what Silver is. It's the first rank in Plexus. So if you've paid your $34.95 joining fee, you are a Plexus ambassador, and you are getting your products for the cheapest price. You're ordering wholesale, and you have your own website to order through. So when you start sharing, and 3 people decide, hey, I want to try that too, and I want to get my products for the cheapest price too, they're going to join you in this whole ambassador thing with the wholesale stuff. You can get customers too, but as far as Silver, you need ambassadors, 3 people to join you who want to get their product the cheapest. You know, and maybe you want to go for this business and you're like, yes, I want to go all the way, and, you know, sky's the limit. That's an option. Or maybe you have 0 interest in the business, but you're thinking, it would be nice, you know, to get my products paid for. So like we said, we don't want you to have to sacrifice your health versus money, you know, because that's a real issue for a lot of people, for myself, you know. We want you to be able to stay on the products and to feel good consistently. These are nutrients that your body needs, and it's just going to serve you very well to continue to stay on them. And like they said, it does take several months to see some good benefits. So the more consistent you can be, the better. So like I said, whether you have any interest in this as a business or not, we definitely want to help you share so that you can earn enough just to at least pay for your products, so that we can make the financial burden gone. Let me share just a tiny little smidgen of my story because we're running out of time. But basically, I began doing research because my kids were having issues. They were having skin issues, tummy issues, ADHD, focus issues, anxiety issues. Like we were having to do prescription medication for them. And it just wasn't something a place I wanted to stay at with them. You know, it was good and helped us at that time, but I didn't want to stay in that place. So I began researching and found gut health. And I realized, okay, improving gut health is going to help all these areas that I want to improve in my kids. So I then found Plexus and found that it was about gut health. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try this out. I was going to try it first. I wasn't going to put my kids on anything that I hadn't tried to see what I thought and felt about it. So I tried it first. I will say my first month, I didn't really notice anything. I was very consistent with the products. The one thing that I noticed was my sweets cravings were significantly less. And that was huge to me because I was a slave to sweets, truly. I had no control. And I was walking down the aisle in Walmart, and on the end cap were big bags of M&Ms, and there were peanut butter M&Ms, and they were on sale. So I started walking towards them because that's my nature. Peanut butter M&Ms on sale. I'm going to buy it and eat it by the handful. So I was walking towards it, and I literally stopped, and I thought, it doesn't really matter to me if I buy these or not. And when I thought about it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's huge. So I didn't buy them, and it was okay, and I didn't feel like I was going to die. So that was major to me. That was the only real thing that I noticed my first month. So I continued my second month. And I still was like, I don't think I really feel much of anything. And then Katie started asking me questions. Well, how are you sleeping? And I thought, well, now that you mention it, I'm sleeping really well. And I sleep all through the night. And I wake up feeling rested, you know. What's another thing? I felt super balanced during my days, you know, amidst one day in particular, things were just really crazy. And a lot of my kids needed a lot of things from me. We got to the end of the day where I think normally I would be snapping people's heads off or getting a little like, ooh, and I felt totally cool. And I felt totally in control. And I felt like this is doing something because I feel like I can handle life, you know? And that was a big deal to me. You know, I didn't have a major sickness or disease or anything that I was working with or trying to heal. I didn't really think I had any big issues to heal. All those things that I was dealing with were just normal, regular things that I thought this is what everybody deals with and this is life. But it's not, and it doesn't have to be. And I'm so thankful that I've gotten freedom from that and so many other things. Migraines are not an issue for me. The issues that I talked about with my kids, they're gone. Like nobody's on medications anymore. My husband, who always had terrible allergy stuff seasonally, not an issue anymore. All kinds of things. Like I could go on about that, but I won't. I can tell y'all more later if anybody wants some more details, but I have tons of stories about the help that my family's had. So anyway, I would encourage everyone to make it your goal to go silver, just so that you can stay on these products and get your stuff paid for. We can probably all think of at least 3 people, probably more, that Plexus could help. And we want to help you to help others. And we want to help you stay on these products. So 3 people is a good place to start. It also provides some good accountability. Research shows that any new program you start, whether it be exercise, an eating plan, or supplementation, you're just going to have more success with accountability. So grab a friend, a sister, a cousin, whoever, and just say, hey, let's do this. Y'all can encourage each other to be consistent. You can encourage each other to keep going, even in the early days when it feels like it's not really doing much or helping. Trust me when I say that it is, and you're going to want to keep going and being consistent because that's where the good stuff is. It's after you've been consistent and it's after it's done awesome stuff in your body. You start to see some slow results. Plus, it's just more fun to do things in a group and to have a friend along. So what does the money look like when we say silver? How can that help you? Well, basically, when you start sharing and you have 3 people who are like, okay, I want to do this. I want to try this too. I want to get the cheapest prices. They're going to join just like you did for $34.95 for access to a year full of, wholesale pricing. And they're going to have the opportunity to buy a welcome pack. And welcome packs, y'all have probably all bought, but they're below wholesale prices. And when you have an ambassador, someone sign up with you to be an ambassador. They're going to buy a welcome pack, and then you'll get a bonus from that welcome pack. It's a one-time bonus. It's between $25 and $50. It depends on what they order. You'll get that. And then when you have 3 active ambassadors, you'll also get a $100 bonus. So your first month minimum, when you go silver, you'll have $175 minimum. So, and those are all one-time bonuses for that. So that allows you to pay for a month and more of products just for that one-time bonus. Now, if you want to have your stuff paid for in the long run, you're still going to get money monthly from people who order through their website at their wholesale prices. But you'll need to get about 7 people if you want to stay on Triplex and have it paid for every month, which is pretty easy to do once you just start sharing. People need to hear about Plexus. You know, all my normal things that my family was dealing with, a lot of other people have those normal things, and they don't know that there's another way, you know? So you sharing is going to help them potentially in the future if they say yes to this, you know? So if you're interested in silver and the potential of that, just take 5 minutes and write some names down that come to mind of people who you think may like to feel better, or maybe they have a specific health issue, or maybe they want to earn some extra income. And if posting on social media about something like this freaks you out, don't worry. Because truly before Plexus, I was not super active on social media. So I felt a little weird about putting myself out there like that, but I just decided to do it anyway. Because I knew I wanted these products for myself and my family. So I did it. And I had immediate interest, which was really exciting, to be able to talk to people about it and try to get them some help too. So if that's of interest to you, then get with your sponsor and they're going to help you create a first post. And it will be something really easy, like, hey, my friend so-and-so just shared something with me and it's helped her and her family with ABC. And I'm so excited to see how it's going to help me. Who wants to join me? Just something easy like that, or to the effect of that. A picture of yourself with your pink drink. Easy. So sponsors will help anyone who's interested create a first post and to get going. You can also get with your sponsor, you know, when you took 5 minutes and made a list of names, you probably easily came up with about 30 people. A sponsor can also help you just write some little messages, you know, just asking if people are interested. Nothing pushy, nothing beyond any of that. Just, hey, I'm new to this and I'm starting it and I'm excited to see what happens. Or like, you know, a specific health issue that they're dealing with, you know, could help you. Are you interested? Easy, asking if they're interested. Some people are going to say no. Some people are going to ignore you, and that's okay. Don't be easily offended by that. Some people are quick to jump on board, and some people are not, and that's okay. But just know in the long run, if you keep sharing in the long run, the people who eventually say yes are going to be so thankful that you shared, because they're going to experience some health freedom that they didn't know was possible before. So just be consistent with your products and be consistent with sharing. Our goal is also to offer events for our team, just to make it easy for you guys to share if you want to share and to invite others. You know, you don't have to know all the answers to everything. You don't have to know all the ingredients that are in everything. But if you'll just share, we have events regularly every month that share all the information. So you don't have to know it all. And you can always reach out to your sponsor and ask some specific questions too about that. One thing that we're doing that's coming up is a 7-day slim challenge. And that'll be an opportunity for y'all to invite people to. And basically, we're going to have a 7-day event. So you would invite them if they say, yeah, I want to try it. Then you'll just add them to our event page. And for 7 days, we will be sharing just a few posts a day about Slim and about all the other products and some great testimonies, just so that people can absorb and just soak up all the good information. And along with that, they can be sampling the Slim for 7 days. And through your website in your back office, it's an option for people to go in and purchase a 7-day sample. It's only $25. It also comes with the 60-day money-back guarantee. So that's just one example of something that's coming up. It's starting on July 10th. So if you're interested in maybe inviting some people to try this out with you, that's an awesome way to start and get with your sponsor to ask them, okay, how do I advertise this? How do I invite people? And how do we do this? Because we're all here to help. We also do several other events, like live online events, and those are just like a one-night thing. So anyway, that's about it, kind of in a nutshell, everything that we wanted to share with you guys tonight. So if anyone has any questions, y'all are welcome to just unmute yourselves and ask, or if you want to just put it in the chat in the group, you can also do that down on the little bar on the bottom. So, but I guess that's it. Any questions? All right. I think we're good. Are you getting anything, Kate?
Yeah, I'm just going to stop this recording if we're good.
Okay.